I wasn't brought up in a religious family. It was only when I got to university that I met some people who talked to me about God. You know, the way Christians do. I realised that although I considered myself to have a faith, it actually didn't mean anything to me in my life. I was basically living according to my own values and my own rules. It just didn't mean anything. I thought about it over the following year, and I gradually discovered that I was convinced by the teachings of Jesus. I also realised that if I believed, I needed to change the way I was living. And I didn't want to do that. I struggled with it for quite some time, but I gave in. I wasn't sure whether I could stick it out, but on a cold and wet Wednesday afternoon, I asked God to change the way I was living, to live the way He wanted me to live. For me, that was the moment of the start of the new part of my life. The God who I had assumed was somewhere out in the universe, just doing what He wanted to do, was actually right in the mix of it, right in the middle. He was knowable, He was tangible, and I knew He was there. This discovery, the discovery of Christ being alive and knowable, changed the whole direction of my life. I'm sure I was unbearable in my eagerness during the first few months, that everyone else should know the truth that I had discovered. My life was never going to be the same. The community that God has opened up to me is amazing. People who have a wealth of knowledge and experience in living life and doing stuff and just generally being awesome. It's amazing. But the thing that keeps me going is knowing that God's love is always there. His faithfulness will never, ever forgo me. He has been there, He has done that. He has been through everything. And I know that God will always be there for me. Through the thick, through the thin. Whatever happens.